first thing I want to talk about, everybody, is Coco. Coco 2 is coming. Bob Iger came forward because, guys, if you haven't seen Coco 1, I really do like Coco 1. I know, like, Jordan in the green room was giving me shit about this, but I like Coco 1. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. But Coco 2 is coming in 2029. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. It's adorable. It's breathtaking at times. The music's amazing. I think what they've done with this, again, the animation's great. But Coco 2 is moving forward. Bob Iger announced that during the recent annual shareholder meeting. And he said that it's going to have all the humor and the heart and the adventure of the very first one. That's all they have to share right now. It is moving forward, though. Get ready for that 12-year-old following his dreams, Miguel, one more time. And of course, he went into the land, or no, I would say the land of the dead, and trying to find out about his family in the first one. And it was a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I really hope the second one is just as good. I know Pepe is. Hey, Kawhi, don't give this guy too much because sometimes Pepe will actually like give you a lot of shit, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Pepe, would you watch Coco 2?
This. Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, it does look good, man, and I hope it is really good. But I'm more excited about a potential My Cousin Vinnie 2, guys, because Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, watch out, himself came forward and said that they've been talking about a My Cousin Vinnie 2. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, came out in March 13th, 1992, like 23 years ago, something like that.
33.
33 years ago, GR. My math, I'm not a math guy. GR is here for that.
Obviously.
Round of applause for the thirsty daddy. I gave up math after college. But again, Ralph Macchio was talking about that. What's up, Sean? Ralph Macchio was talking about this, My Cousin Vinnie 2. He's been asked about it multiple times. He's actually been approached about this. He said it comes down to actually having, which every actor says, the right idea. And right now, he said he still hasn't found it, but he's open to it. He wants Joe Pesci to come back too. And he hopes that Joe Pesci was even like a FaceTime call. He's like, that's all we need. I'm like, I would love Joe Pesci actually getting back in court, though. That's what I want. Because I think the first one was fun because he never won a case in the first one. Then, of course, he has to actually support his cousin who's up for a murder trial with his best friend, and he actually helps and saves the day. If you haven't seen it, it's a fun movie, guys. Even Melissa Tomei's in there, too. She's freaking awesome. I mean, check this movie out if you haven't seen it. I'm excited to see a sequel. Hopefully it happens. But I'm going to tell you, well, there'll be no sequel to, if you ask me right now, will be Rust. And Rust has officially dropped its trailer. And guys, can I tell you, we've been talking about Rust for so long on Cruise Control, right? It feels like forever. I know so much so that Ronald Todd's like, please no more fucking Alec Baldwin. Right, Ronald Todd? How many times did you tell me that?
Oh my, several, 17.
17, at least. And all that time, I never knew the premise of this fucking movie. So here it is. 1880s Kansas, everybody. Rust centers around an aging outlaw named Heartland Rust. I had no idea that was Baldwin's character's name. That tells you something. Who comes out of hiding to rescue his 13-year-old nephew, Lucas Hollister, who has been sentenced to hang for an accidental killing. And now they're on the outlaw. They're running from there again, a bounty hunter who's trying to bring them back in. That's the premise of Rust. The trailer has dropped. We're going to watch it, but I'm going to tell you right now, still no distribution. It did great, again, when they actually went to a film festival like a year ago. Because, again, people were like applauding, the work that was done before the murder, or not really, I guess, the accidental death. But I just don't think this will get distribution. When you have something like this that has all the bad press, will it make money? Probably not. But you know what? Here's the trailer, and you decide for yourself. Here's the trailer. Oh, can you hear it? I hope you can.
Yeah.
The only order that exists in this world is the order we impose. If a man loses sight of that, he's got nothing.
The photography looks great.
God bless the wicked. They continue to pay my bills. Some things in this life you can't get back, I reckon.
again, guys. There we go. This man.
Heaven ain't waiting on neither one of us.
I think that was the scene where she died too. But Rust. I think that was the scene.
Too bad there's so much
John's in.
shit around this movie. It looks decent.
Right, Jordan? Right? I think it does too. And then, well, I see like Kwai saying, is it exploiting someone's death? Before we move on, I just want to say this. The one thing that people have been saying to me on set, because I've been working on set a lot, and also like in my personal life, was this. It's still like her work. She'd probably want this scene because this was a big opportunity for her. And, and of course it was very unfortunate that she lost her life. But do you not release the work, or do you let her work shine for what it is out to the public's eye? And I think that's what they wanted to do with this. And again, they applauded her. They had a big celebration of her life at the actual premiere for this, which was like a year ago now. And I think that's a great thing. It looks great, but again, somebody else did step in to finish the movie, cinematography-wise. So, like, what was hers? What is theirs? Who knows? There's still no distribution. So, again, this will probably go straight to streaming. So, we'll have to see what we think. Netflix, maybe? Somebody will pick it up. I don't know who. Netflix or greenlit. And they might just take it.
I know one it won't be. It won't be Disney.
Oh, it won't be Disney. It won't be Disney. Disney doesn't like controversy, GR. Look at Jonathan Majors. Magazine Dreams is out, guys. And another womp womp. Because honestly, it's Jonathan Majors' comeback or not. Because this movie shot for $8 million. And how much did they make? Anybody know in the chat right here? Anybody know?
500,000.
700.
Seven.
Close, Jordan. 700,000.
Oh my God.
I know. And it just, that was opening weekend. It's dropped even more now. We'll see this weekend. It'll probably make 5,000 maybe. They opened 815 theaters. 91% in Rotten Tomatoes from audience and 81% from critics. So like people actually that watched it, which is not many, but they enjoyed it. But this is like,
I bet you those people that watched it never heard of Jonathan Majors. No, they didn't care.
That's what it is, Jordan.
Jonathan who?
No idea. They probably didn't know. They probably had no idea, or they just went to it because they were intrigued by all the drama behind him, and it was an opportunity to see this guy. I just think at the end of the day, like, this was not destined to make money. I'm surprised they even went theatrical, put it to streaming, put it out, be done with it. Disney had done this before. They pawned it off. It's just, guys, it's what it is at this point. I don't think he's going to make a comeback the way people are like, oh, he might be making a comeback. You got people standing up for him, Matthew McConaughey. You got also standing up for him again, Michael B. Jordan. But I think at the end of the day, what is the point? Someone that was on the rise. Everything in the world to have the potential best career. Look at Zegler, same fucking thing. And then you fucking do something that's just unforgivable. So at the end of the day, I think that there's better, more talented people. I'm sorry, R.I.P. Jonathan Majors. And please no R.I.P. to Street Fighter, guys. Please, no. But it's been taken off the schedule. Oh, God. No. I want fucking Street Fighter. It's a kid in me. It's just a kid in me. But Legendary's live action Street Fighter has been taken off its release schedule. It was supposed to come out March 20th, 2026. So not like a year from now, pretty much. Kaito Sakuri was going to be directing it. They've changed directors before. They had the directors from Talk to Us before. They dropped out. They had other projects. But Sony's global distribution deal with Legendary is the reason behind that. That ended December 31st, and this was falling underneath that. And once that deal was run, they couldn't make a new deal. And so this goes to the wayside. They're not canceling it. They're not.
Well said, Queen.
It's like a mugshot parade today. Yeah, it kind of is. But that Street Fighter, they can kick all their asses. This is a 1987 game, 1994 movie of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Even though, it's of its time, I still enjoyed that fucking movie.
It's a cult classic.
It's only 31 years old. I mean,
It's time for a reboot. Because I would watch it.
It's newer than Cousin Vinny.
It's very true.
Hey,
I think
they did reboot it with the chick from Smallville, and it was fucking terrible.
But wasn't that just a sequel, Jordan? Wasn't that like we're gonna do a sequel to this?
No, that was a reboot. The total from the scratch reboot, and it was fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This would be a better reboot, I thought. I was excited about it. I was ready for something new, something fresh. But I mean, I like a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know sometimes.
The impossible dream.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Like, I love Saw, and Saw has been taken off the calendar too, guys. Saw 11? Oh my God, how many Saw movies have there been? But Jared's
11.
For this.
11.
Saw 11 has been taken off the calendar as well. And this one right here, guys, it's supposed to come out this year in September. It was supposed to come out December 26th. It was supposed to come out. But the thing is, there's been a lot of turmoil behind this movie. A lot of the producers have been fighting and going back and forth, hating on each other, and that's kind of why this fell to the wayside. Now, they're not saying it's done. Again, the same as Street Fighter. They're not saying it's done, but they're not saying it's coming back. GR's already laughing. But I'll tell you this. One thing that makes me wonder if it, has legs still. Lionsgate, who's behind all these Saw movies, came forward and shared a statement from Billy the Puppet. Of course, you want to play a game? That puppet, you know what I'm talking about. And the puppet said this. Here we go. I've seen the rumors. They say it's game over. You all should know me better than that. The game is never over. It might be, guys. The game might be over. So I'm just saying, I don't want it to be done, but it might be done. Because when things like this happen, when it's taken off the calendar, it's not looking good. Look at Smallville too, guys. Another one taken off the calendar. I know Jordan's gonna be bummed about this. I'll be honest about Smallville. I only watched the 10th season, and I think that's probably horrible to be a Superman fan. I just watched the last season to be how it be. But
dude, I didn't watch it when it aired. My wife got me into it, so.
Damn, Jordan, that shocks me. I thought you would have watched it when it aired.
Well, let me tell you, I was one of those skeptical Superman fans that said, "Fuck this shit, it looks dumb. You're messing with the mythos," and then
They were messing with it.
Completely.
Yeah, but then my wife's like, "You got to check it out," and I'm like, "This is pretty good." Once you get past your high school days,
then you're like, "Okay, the blur was dumb, but it was a blur." And then he's finally Superman, but he's not Superman.
It was the villain of the week, man.
He was still super. He was super teenager then.
That typical CW villain of the week bullshit got old, but
yeah. It's definitely bullshit. It definitely is.
Now we're talking.
Thanks, Pepe. But I would say this, so Smallville canceled 15 years ago. Can you imagine? It's been 15 fucking years? 15 years ago.
Wow.
Right? But they were going to do an animated movie. Now, Michael Rosenbaum came forward to say, like, all the cast was coming back. Animated forms, they can look the same as they did 15 years ago. Of course, I don't. But that happens. We get older. That's just how it goes. But the thing is, here's the problem. You might wonder, well, why? It's animated. It's easy. Built an audience. Why would we cancel this? Why? Because of GR's favorite best friend. Of course, Mr. James Gunn. Mr. Blank
Mr. James Blank.
Yep, James Gunn, and also when he came in, the whole thing is regime change, guys. That's what it comes down to. And there's also something else coming out. What's that coming out this summer? There's something else coming out. All right, a new Superman movie. So Peter Safran and James Gunn didn't want any kind of convolutedness, something, which doesn't make sense to me because you have Batman. You have how many Batman movies you're doing, but you can't be. But it's convoluted for Smallville.
We'll wait to see if those happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Excuses.
Yeah, Alfred Goh, who was one of the co-creators of Smallville, said that it's off the table for a bit, and they're hoping that, like Buffy, it will get a chance to shine eventually. I don't know. I would hope so for Smallville fans out there. It seems easy, simple. They're doing that Buffy the Vampire Slayer animated like audio series, and they're doing again rebooting Buffy on top of that. They're coming back, so maybe this will have a chance to fly one day. But as of right now, guys, it's just gone. It's just gone. It was about young Clark Kent. Yes, Kane. It was about young Clark Kent and finding his way, living in Smallville to become Superman.
That's Lex Luthor on live media.
He was a great Lex Luthor, man. I hope that again that we have a great Nicholas Hoult does a great job, but we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about Lanterns coming, guys, because Lanterns is like the true detective of the Green Lanterns. But now we have new casting for this. Now, signed on is Jason Ritter coming on for a new character for Lanterns. Now, he's supposed to be playing a good-looking charmer who does his father's bidding, capitalizing on the family's reputation, and he clings to his small-town ego and has, again...
He looks like Daddy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's very Rittery. He really is. He's the character's name.
I like that, Rittery.
He's Rittery. He's literally diddly. But he's also on Matlock these days, and I think that's been a great role for him as well. But this is following again new recruit John Stewart, played by Aaron Pierre, and the Lantern legend Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler, intergalactic space cops solving in small town America a crime. I'm excited about this more. It's Max, his True Detective, one of the showrunners for True Detectives beyond that. I hope it's great. I really hope it's great. Only time will tell. Good for Ritter. Good for fucking Ritter. But you know who's got bigger casting is, of course, Only Murders in the Building, who have now signed on Renee Zellweger and also Keegan-Michael Key. Big cast always every season for this show. This is like season 4 now, solving crimes, murders in the building. They'll be solving Lester's death in this new season. They're not really saying what they're playing. They're always very like sly about this. They won't tell us exactly who these new actors are playing. But guys, I know I'm going to love this season. I've loved the first 3. I'll love everything they do. And I hope this show keeps going because I know that Steve Martin said he's going to retire after this show, and I hope it doesn't happen. I was talking to someone on set yesterday, and I was like, they're talking about 3 Amigos. I'm like, can we do a 3 Amigos too? Let's do that shit. You already got Steve Martin, and you got Martin Short together. Why not just throw Chevy Chase in there and fucking make it happen? And if Chevy Chase won't do it, cast Dean Kruse. My dad looks just like him. No one will know difference. No difference. That's all I'm saying. It'll be a great, stomping, happy, good time. That's all I'm saying. But we do have more other casting. That's Harry Potter casting. And this actually kind of blew my mind a little bit. British actor, comedian Nick Frost. Guys, you know Nick Frost? Because I love Nick Frost. He's fucking hilarious. Hagrid. He's up for Hagrid over here. And I'm like, this actually makes sense to me. Except Hagrid wasn't that funny in Harry Potter, and I feel like Nick Frost would be adding some comedic levity to this show, which I think would be fantastic. You guys ever see Shaun of the Dead? You ever see that movie Paul about the alien? He's done all these movies. Again, and I love what he brings. He's fucking hilarious. He's great. Yeah, we are the 3 Amigos, Queen. I really love this casting. I love it. Yes, I love it for Nick Frost because I think he's a phenomenal actor that doesn't get big roles like this. And I think he can really sink his teeth in this. And I think it's going to take him to the next level, which I'm all fucking about. I don't know if it'd be Britney Spears level, but Britney Spears, guys, more casting rumors. This has been blowing up the net. Are we down to Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, and Millie Bobby Brown? That's the question because that's what the internet's saying. That's what they're saying. Ariana Grande is out of left field. We were talking about this on Wednesday. I'm like, Ariana Grande? Which I still don't. Yeah. Jordan is not about this, but I know Ronald Todd is. I got to tell you.
I'm with Ron.
I don't know about Ariana Grande. I just don't think I think she's too petite. I don't think she's Britney. Can she dance?
She needs to eat a cheeseburger.
Not the cheeseburger.
Or 2.
Cheeseburger.
Christ, you can see her ribs.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I think she's a talent. She's a talent, but I got to tell you guys this.
They just give her a better bodysuit. That's all it comes down to.
I can't stand her.
I just don't think it works for her. But here's the thing, though. Not to shoot anyone's dreams down, but John Chu, who's the director of this too, he came forward and said, none of this is true. None of it's true, he said. He goes, honestly, guys, it sounds exciting, but I have had not one conversation about casting this movie yet. We're way too early in development. Sorry. But I gotta tell
of course, they never lie, do they, Brian?
That's what I was going to say. Sometimes people lie.
Development and not mention casting Britney. That doesn't make sense. You know?
I mean, Ronald Todd, they're going to be talking. I guarantee they've had 50 meetings about casting Britney, right?
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.